Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Today's going to be another in-depth gameplay analysis from another pro player, one of the best FIFA players in the world as well. His name is NICOLAS99FC. I think he may go by a different alias on the internet. I'm going to link his stuff in the social media links down below as I normally do. I'll probably put his Twitter, his Twitch, his YouTube, whatever, right? But we are going to review his gameplay. Nicholas is a very, very good player, as I've been told. I haven't seen his gameplay ever because I don't actually necessarily watch the tournaments, which I will be doing a series idea for that as well. I will be doing pro versus pro gameplay analysis as well. I feel like that'd be something interesting that a lot of people would really like. But in regards to this game right now, we are going to be reviewing his gameplay. Again, messages that I usually say in the beginning of the video is if you guys see finesse shots, never blame the person for using finesse shots because it's one of the most consistent ways to score until EA patches the game. And if they have a God squad, that's pretty much what almost everyone's going to have if they're going to hit top 100, right? So we are going to go check out this gameplay right now to see who he's playing against. I do check out to see which people they play against, and obviously if you are an Elite 2, Elite 3, Elite 1 player, you're not far off of top 100. So I feel like this is like an okay thing to review. This guy was 22-6 when he played against Nicholas, and he still managed to get Elite, I believe that is Elite 3, so good for him. That's actually awesome. But we are going to go check out these games, or this game, and see how it goes. So we're just going to go skip right past that one right there. And we're going to take a look at his team. So again, I can't review the full team because it doesn't show the squad anymore. EA doesn't show it, so that's kind of just the gist of it. So I think Nicholas is actually a pro player for Basel, possibly, because he is using the Basel logo. So he might be a pro player from there. I will check after this video just to confirm that. But a lot of people in my comment section for the Shells video asked me to review Nicholas's gameplay and Tex's gameplay, but I can't really review gameplay from the Xbox guys because I don't have FootChamp's channel on the Xbox guys, which leads me to say, if you guys have an Elgato and you guys would like me to review the Xbox guys like Spencer, Taz, because there's a lot of really good Xbox players, right? On PlayStation 4, there's not really a lot of people like that people are familiar with. So if you guys would like me to review those gameplays, if you guys can do me a favor and basically just record the games like this, full games of them playing against a decent opposition, like, then I would definitely be able to do it. But I don't have the game for Xbox right now, so that's why I haven't done it. But let's see how this team looks so far. So I'm pretty sure this is Nicholas's team right here. So right off the bat, you can see Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, Johan Cruyff, Messi. I think that's Messi. Patrick Vieira here, Ruud Gullit down here. So obviously he has like a really, really good team, right? So pretty typical squad. Right off the bat, you can tell he's probably going to go with the 4-2-3-1 because he's probably going to be using Ruud Gullit and Patrick Vieira as the two CDMs. Probably Johan Cruyff as a central cam, Neymar on the left side of the left cam, and then Messi on the right side for the right cam for those finesse shots, and then Ronaldo obviously striker. So we're gonna get started right away. It doesn't show them doing the tactic switches, so you can't really see if they use the dynamic tactic, but you can't see formation either, so that's perfectly fine. So interesting. So right off the bat, I think Nicholas. I don't know how to do this because I used to use offside trap all the time back in the day. So I need to actually learn how to do this because he uses offside trap from kickoff to try to avoid his players being stupid. He uses it right about there. So he does that to get movement from his players so that they're not completely stagnant. And it seems to work out because when they push back, they seem to be moving a little bit, right? So it definitely helps out in the situation. Ruud Gullit with perfect physical presence there to get that ball back. Really good. So right off the bat, you can tell that he's playing the 4-2-3-1, as does everybody else, right? Because it's the best formation in FIFA. Again, Neymar left side, Ronaldo striker, Messi as the right cam, and then you can see Johan Cruyff playing cam, and then the two CDMs being Gullit and Patrick Vieira. Finesse. So again, he goes for the finesse shot right here. So he opens up the space for the middle right here. His opposition doesn't block the middle really well here. He can't, he shouldn't still be using his fullback. He should be switching to the center back and the CDM, because the area that could be exploited is a Y pass through to Johan Cruyff and this little blob of space that's up here, right? So he has to switch to one of these guys earlier to avoid the situation, because once he gets there, he has to switch to someone to block this general area right here, or run with this guy upwards, and hopefully he doesn't do the animation to intercept like the lunge mechanic, which does screw you a lot, because then you can't put your player in position. He overcommits there, creates the open space here for Neymar, and then you'll see the Messi run after he makes the pass. First time pass, Messi cuts downwards, goes for the finesse shot, and this is his defensive AI making the block for him, because he's not using the cursor on the player. It's good that he doesn't score this, because time finesse shots are very effective. And then his AI makes that block. He goes for another shot with Ronaldo, going for a crossbody shot. Not a bad effort as well. Over here, his opponent does well to block the near post. You may actually want to pull your goalkeeper outwards too. If you guys don't know how to do that, it's basically hold your right stick in and pull your goalkeeper out. If you know that your opponent is going to go for that near post, right? Let's see what he goes for here. Yeah, so if I'm gonna totally like not pronounce his name right. This is Nicholas. I was thinking of Kihan. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I think he may be German, so I'm not really sure. But that's the other video that we did today as well. But Nicholas is going for those finesse shot angles. So he waits for an opening right here. When he gets the ball right there, Neymar makes the run on the inside right there. He doesn't shoot right away. Not a great enough angle, but he does try to get on Neymar's left foot, 5-star weak foot. If he time finesse shots this perfectly, he actually might be able to score, because even though the angle is facing away from the goal, he could still potentially score it. Applying pressure. Let's see what his defensive tactics are like. So he's blocking the sides. Yeah, so he does the right thing here too. You can see that he's using Alexandro to cover the general area, but then he pushes him back. Right, covers the general area, then pushes him back. Does not allow him to use that sides, because the sides is very effective this FIFA, so you gotta always block that, right? Using the right back to block the right cam. It's the only passing option he really has. Good overcommitment there. Very good passing. Forced a little bit to the forward line there. This is something that people don't do often, but it's actually really, really helpful. It's basically... So sometimes when you make a tackle, it actually stops your player in place, but it stops them in place in a very good situation. So sometimes when you're playing FIFA and you make this random tackle, it just allows them to be in a different position, because you'll see what he does here with Rio Ferdinand when he loses the ball. So right here, when he tackles, notice how his player doesn't do a huge lunge tackle, because he doesn't hold circle, right? If you hold circle longer, that's when they do that lunge one, but he just makes a regular tackle. But when he makes a regular tackle, notice how once he does that, his transition from doing the tackle and being able to move left and right is quick, but he still stays in the middle, and he could have intercepted this as well, right? Alexander with a very, very clutch block there. Very lucky to not concede there too, because that could be going under Neuer's arms if it's half a second earlier. Over here, because time finishing is a thing, you can't really reach for the ball in the shots, because you can't like multiple tap the shoot button now, right? You can't spam it. Because when you used to spam it back in the day, the shot used to be lower, but your player would used to reach for it. The same thing with the passes, right? Like when you pass the ball, you can reach for it by spamming the pass button so that they reach for the pass to go away. He does the right thing here to block with near post. That's usually what you have to do. You either block near post for the corners because they're very effective, or you move your goalkeeper. And then you can see that Nicholas does well here, because this guy gets into a finesse shot angle right about here, and he starts moving his goalkeeper. It doesn't show the controller for this one because I probably didn't put it on, but you can see that he moves his goalkeeper to block that left side. So what Nicholas actually does is that he moves his goalkeeper slightly back, but then goes downwards, right? So very nice in that regard. Because you can do that. You can move your goalkeeper like backwards, right? Holy just being a monstrous presence. Ooh, so he also has Maldini and Rio Ferdinand as his center backs, and I think it's... I didn't see who his right back is, but I think Alexandro's the one, and it might be Kyle Walker. Could be. I didn't really see. If you guys want your players to make runs, by the way, you have to press LB and use your stick, like your left stick, to tell your player to make that run. It's good because it puts pressure on the defenders, and then you can work with your midfield to get into the box, right? The guy he's playing against looks like he's on some sort of drop back tactic, for sure. Free kick tactic. So this guy he's playing against does the wrong thing to use this guy. This isn't the person you should be using. So what you should do in this situation is you should be using this guy, but go behind the wall, right? And then when you have the player behind the wall, you press X or A, right? So you can have one player in the wall getting ready to do that run at the opposition. So that way, if he ends up doing a pass from the free kick tactic, it's a bad situation. So right now you can see he's clearly going to do the pass. And what he should have done right here is he should have gone for the instant fake shot to the inside, and I think he would have passed his opposition here. Yeah, so if he did the fake shot on the inside, he could have gotten into a better position to shoot the ball right away. The way his opponent does it is actually good too, because he uses that player and he realizes that he's going to make that run, so he pushes him downwards. But it's better to be able to transition between the two. It actually might be a better idea to use him over here, because that shot where you lay the ball off and then shoot it right away is very overpowered. So it actually might be a better idea to use the player there and then chase after the guy if you know that he's going to make that specific run, right? It works both ways, really, right? No one really takes free kicks that often. If someone takes a free kick, it's pretty surprising. And when they do, it's good to move your goalkeeper slightly as well, right? I hate goalie movement. I think they should remove it if they fix finesse shots and 1v1 finishing, but just for the meta of what it is right now. Yeah, so this guy's definitely on drop back tactics, because you can see that his team is very heavily congested in the midfield. His striker might not be on getting behind, or he might be. I'm pretty sure he has all of his tactics on getting behind. Beautiful dribbling there by Nicolas right here. This is really, really nice. Gets the ball here with Johan Cruyff. Scoop turn on the inside. Quick touches upwards, downwards. Gets the angle. Going for near post there. Yeah. So this is effective, right? This is very overpowered as well. And it's harder for the goalie to actually get this ball because the ball is it's way lower, right? So what he actually does here is, you can see he ends up controlling Ronaldo. Makes the run on the inside, and then goes outward while making the cross so that Ronaldo can have the momentum to go back inside and head the ball. So if you want to do that, you press LB to switch to the player inside the box. If it's not switching, you use your right stick. And then as you're making that cross, you put a certain amount of power. And then as you're making the run, you put the power again, so that the transition is so that Ronaldo can come back from the outside and then go back on the inside with the momentum to hit the header. He's saying sorry from the celebration because it's a near post corner. Very overpowered tactic. So not a lot of credit could be given for that. But it's, again, it's a goal in FIFA. It's how it works. They haven't really nerfed these yet, so. Because a goal is a goal, right? Even if you score like 3 finesse shots in the game, as long as you win, it doesn't really matter, right? That's why I grind for the patch to be released, because the gameplay mechanics are not good right now. Make that Y pass, yep. Yep, beautiful. Pass it back in the middle. Pass it back in the middle. Pass, shoot it away. Ooh, yeah. So that's what you have to look for, right? So when you're playing against really good players, they're looking to exploit that middle part right there, right? So this is the second time that's happened this game. So don't let people get into this angle, because if Messi's on the top side and Neymar or Ronaldo's on the bottom side, it spells trouble because you can do the turnaround finesse shots, right? So that's what he goes for here. Once he makes his pass right here, he wants to do the first time pass and then go for the shot instantly. But obviously his defenders are on top of it. In terms of team matchup, this definitely isn't a fair matchup. This guy has good players, but he doesn't have every single player to be good, right? That Patrick Vieira and Hullet presence in the CDM area is going to be something else for sure. Good scoop turn on the inside. Tries to get the inside angle. Yeah, so you can tell that he's going to go for this because once he gets the ball here with Messi's foot, he goes for the inside angle, makes a first-time pass, goes outwards, but because Messi's strong foot is on the left side, he wants to cut backwards, back inside to get on that left foot finesse shot strike. That left foot time finesse. I don't know why my English is just all over the place right now. Yeah, so Nicolas's tactics in terms of attacking, it's not wide. It's very narrow. Ooh, that's a first-time pass. Yep. Alonso pushed out of position right there, so that's the perfect time. Left foot strike, yeah. If he hits the time finesse here, he might score because you still miss these from green time finesse. But once he gets into this angle, boom, perfect angle for a finesse shot. If he gets it in the green there, that's probably a goal. This guy should focus on passing it more to his fullbacks than passing it out wide because Nicolas has a lot of physical presence players. Like, it's going to be very tough to win the ball over them. I mean, he's using like Royce, Mbappe, and like Suarez are good, but they're not like on the level of like Ronaldo and stuff, man. Two different ball games. That 5-star weak foot for Hullet definitely helps on that pass right there. He's going to go back on the inside. It's all about working the way on the inside. See, he's looking for it. When he's playing, he's looking for that little blob of space, right? Because he wants that player, again, to transition from the outside to the inside to hit that finesse. He's looking for it. There it is. That's the space. That's the space he wants to work with. But he knows that Messi wasn't in like a crazy good position. That's the one. This one, he actually could try to pass it down to Neymar. Right here. So what he could actually do is, if he uses R1 here, this situation right here, if he uses R1 and he's telling his player down here to come closer to him, he can transition, make that run this way, and then hit a time finesse shot that way as well. Vieira should be getting that for sure. It's really good manual defending. Deserve to get that ball back. He aggressively defended with his center back because his CDMs are competent to like get that general area. Yeah, he's working that middle space. Probably gonna do a first time pass. There it is. Beautiful. Deserves a goal there. Let me see here. No first time finesse. Does the fake shot on the inside. This guy predicts that he's going to go for the finesse shot, so he goes upwards. Beautiful. Oh, I need to let it load because of the recording. Fake shots on the inside. Gets inside. You know what? Cursor on the player. Cursor on the player. If his player blocked it, I wouldn't have minded that. Cursor on the player, wouldn't have minded if like I'm okay with the AI doing slide tackles and standing tackle blocks for you when you have the cursor on them. When you don't have the cursor on them, it's really annoying that they save those particular situations. But he does really, really well here to open up the space for himself. But he did have to do a little bit of extra things. Like if he's over here, maybe he can do like the So you can do the La Croqueta, but you can do the half Croqueta, right? So basically you can just drag the ball on the inside and then maybe he can go for a finesse shot there. Because he goes for the driven shot across goal, which is, by the way, is completely RNG if he scores. There's no skill towards it. Because even if you time finish it on the driven shot, it still misses. So those ones are completely RNG if he gets that into the back of the net. But I've scored those exact same situations with Sun and stuff, but it is completely random if it goes in or not. Those definitely deserve more of a goal than the finesse shots, absolutely. But in general, if the game was balanced, it wouldn't deserve a goal just yet. But he does a fantastic job to pass his right back. The fake shot on the inside, from predicting the finesse shot, was beautiful. Yeah, little simple pass there. Wide pass right there. First time pass. Pass downwards. Exploit that side on the yeah. Gonna wait for Neymar to make that run. Open up the space. This guy's using his center back, so he might be able to exploit the side here. There you go. Passes downwards. He has that angle. Ooh, he had it there. There it is. So Ronaldo 4-star WIFA right here. I'm surprised he doesn't go for it right here. Gets that little dabber of a touch right here. Right here with Ronaldo. Dabber of a touch, gets that angle, finesse shot. He greens that for sure too. Most likely, I don't know. You can score those on the red too, because they're very, very overpowered. Okay. Yeah, in terms of physical presence, man, like it's a little bit unfair for like right now, because there's a lot of attacking opportunities that this guy can utilize, but it's just very hard to pass those two without physical, man. I think Nicholas might use drop back as well. Yeah, I think he uses drop back as well, possibly. Yep, it looks like he uses drop back. It's definitely not on press after possession loss. Yeah, so his player goes for the first time finesse there, which he definitely can hit. It's a possibility. Make that run in the bottom. Oh, you missed it. You missed it. He was making such a good run. Once you make that, a little wide pass right there. Control wide, LB wide to the bottom, man. Because the fullback's overcommit, you know what I mean? Like, look. Overcommitted fullback right there. Wide pass, LBY, boom, to the bottom right there. Pass downwards. Yeah, he's going to stop the ball first. Oh, nice. He does the new skill move. Beautiful. That was very, very nice. I like this a lot, actually. So he does the new skill move here. So when you get into this angle right here, when you hold L1 or LB and you do a fake shot, if you're holding your stick in this direction, this is the angle that your Messi will do that. Sorry for the... I'm just going to have to let it load a little bit before I show that replay. So LB fake shot on the inside. Messi does that. He pretends he's going to cut back, does the drag back, fools his opposition. That would have deserved a goal. If the pass was better there from Messi, that would have deserved a goal. That was very, very good play by him. The pass definitely let him down for sure. Not worth doing a fake shot there. Fake shot in the middle to go back into the 18-yard box. It's easy for the defensive AI to get those. By the way, guys, as I analyze these videos, like, I'm not better than these players. These players are significantly better than I am. But, like, again, we're just analyzing it, right? Yeah, so his defensive tactics is definitely on drop back for sure. Yeah. He so Nicholas aggressively defends. So he aggressively pushes it to one side than the other, basically. This guy should be going for near post finesse here once he gets the ball. I think Nicholas actually predicts this. Yeah, he kind of does, actually. Look right here. Look at little movement right there. Yeah, he should be going. Yeah, like he should be going for the near post here because I think he shot this with Michael Ballack. Yeah, if he goes for the near post time finesse there, he could actually score it. Again, all about reaction times, right? Like when we're playing, it's one thing, and then when the game is happening, it's another, right? Nicholas's team looks very similar to how my team moves, even though I don't have like the crazy players in terms of how his team attacks. They don't overly commit. He makes his players do runs, but that's pretty much as far as it goes. But the general movement, like the CDMs are on stay back while attacking. He wants that little space to be utilized. First time finesse. I like that he does that. Oh, that would have deserved a goal too. I like this. If he scored this, it wouldn't be a bad thing. I like this. This is something that people need to adjust into their game too. So he does the fake shot here. Gets that little pass angle right there. Fake shot on the inside. Drag back. Wouldn't have been a bad thing if he scored that. A very good play because the opponent predicts that he's going to keep going to the right. Good aggressive defending there. Really, really good. Pass it again. Oh, I'm surprised he goes for the volley right away. Very nice. I'm not used to. I don't know what the volleys are like with these god players. So like maybe Ronaldo's just that type of guy that can hit those. For me personally, I would have gone for that Y pass to Johan Cruyff. But very cool that he can score that. Should be scoring that actually. I like that this general play was rewarded. Boom, boom. Totally cool with that. I like that goal. I don't think I even have volume for you guys, but I don't think you guys mind. Play some music in the background, you know what I'm saying? Y pass, yeah. So again, you have to be very careful with your fullbacks overly committing here. Right? See that right there? It's the worst, man. He could be second man pressing. This is where you have to be careful with the second man pressing, because if it switches to that guy, boom, second man press puts this guy into an open position. Y pass, maybe first time pass, first time finesse, yeah. Yeah, so you got the pass going on there. Good weak foot from Johan Cruyff. First time finesse there. Passes it back again. First time pass, boom. Ooh, Messi scores that? See what I mean by the RNG? Like sometimes they hit it, sometimes they don't, right? Right? Because this angle right here is actually worse than Neymar's angle because he has pressure in front of him, Lionel Messi, right? But he still scores this one. I should have seen the controller to see what control he put there. But it looked like a driven shot. Is it cool that he scored that? Let's see. Is it cool that he scores this? Pass. Yeah, I'd say he deserves it. He doesn't commit downwards with the fullback. Doesn't commit downwards, no. But very unlucky. If it's a different left back, he might actually make the block, right? But a nice goal too. You don't see enough of those goals, so just, you know, it's nice. But again, the Neymar angle was easier than that one because the pressure in front of him wasn't that great, you know? Yeah, he aggressively defends for sure. Aggressively defends, but like a little bit. Look, goes in, goes back. Look, goes in, goes back. Save it, save it, save it. That's where you spam the pass button so you can save the ball. First time pass, first time pass. Wait for the run to be, yeah. He's going to use a fullback, yeah. Probably use the middle guy. Middle guy again. Downwards. Do a fake shot, cut back inside. Finesse maybe? Finesse maybe? Ooh. Ooh. First time. Yeah. Again, always the transition from the outside. Ready? Transition from the outside to the inside. Boom. I don't think he hits this in the green. Because the goalie reacts differently when you hit it in the green too, so. But sometimes you hit the green, they don't hit it always. First time pass. Yep. I'm pretty sure his fullbacks are on stay back while attacking. Oh, that's a first time as well. Oh, he doesn't do it there. See, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, because this one... You know what I mean? It's different, though, because he's kind of, like, facing away from the goal. So those are, like, kind of, like, 50-50 if you score. It's not really inside. It's not really inside angle. It's more, like, outside angle like that. So it's debatable whether it should go in or not. But very good play regardless. He's going to use a fullback. Probably go back in the middle. First time shot right. No, he's not going to do it. No. He's definitely experimenting with a different play style. Oh. I think he tried to go for the time finish there. Boateng. Yeah, I have a very similar playstyle to Nicholas. Very, very, very similar playstyle. Very, very similar. The way his team moves around the pitch and everything, very similar. The only thing that's different is the overly committed runs that his players do. So he might be on balance tactics or fast build-up. Could be on fast build-up too. For me personally, I don't find it to be worth it. Like maybe it is though. Like transitioning into the attack and then going back to the outside, it might be. Yep, and that's pretty much it. He's just gonna waste down the time now for the rest of the game. So yeah, a lot of finesse shots. It's always about looking for that angle. Nicholas is always looking for that middle angle to open up the space. He had fair play to him. He had a lot of very good attacking opportunities. The one with Messi, there was a defensive presence on them, so debatable whether it should be going in. The Neymar one on the left side over here was very nice, where he cut inside and then got it on Neymar's left foot to shoot it across goal. But the shot was completely scuffed with no pressure on him, so that was a little bit debatable because there was pressure on Messi, but Messi didn't scuff it. You know what I mean? So, and it's Messi's right foot with a 4-star weak foot, and Neymar's left foot with a 5-star weak foot. So again, RNG elements there in terms of those shots. That Neymar one on the end here, where he shoots it in this side right here, could be going into the back of the net as well, but that's also an RNG element too in terms of whether or not it goes in. But obviously, you can tell Nicholas is a very good player. His tactics are very balanced. His players don't overly commit when they don't have to. Obviously, when he's attacking, he wants them to overly commit, which is completely fine. But very good player regardless. I think there was a huge mismatch, in my opinion, in terms of certain players that he was up against. Like this guy's using Suarez, Royce, Hazard, and stuff. Ballack is probably one of the only players to balance up against Nicholas's players. So in that regard, it's a little bit unfair. But obviously, Nicholas is still a very good player because when he goes to these tournaments, he uses these God Squads. Everybody else uses the God Squads, and he still does incredibly well, right? So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys didn't check out the video for, I'm gonna call him Sihan because Sihan is definitely not it, but I'm gonna call him that. If you guys know the pronunciation, be sure to let me know. But that is going to be the video from earlier today. This is going to be the video for the 3 p.m. upload. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Again, if you guys want to see me play or upload Xbox pro player analysis, be sure to record their games against good players so that I can review that if you guys really want me to, or I could just continue to do for the PlayStation 4 players. I don't personally mind. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Love you guys.